There we go. Yo, welcome on in, everybody. Hope you're all having a good day. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth, and I am very tired. I also do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes some live 2D rigging streams. And today is one of those drawing streams. Today, we're going to be working on the rat model once again. Okay, it may seem pretty scuffed right about now, but I could definitely tell you this much, folks. We are at the point of adding the shadows and the highlights, so we're at a pretty close spot. Unless something else comes to mind and then I decide to start drawing that. You never know. But as far as I know, we are nearing the end. I should have this model finished by the end of the night. Hopefully. So without further ado, let's begin. Oh wait, actually I take it back. First, let's give a shout out to Mattias. Go check out Mattias. They play a good variety of games. If you're a fan of Terraria, that's a funny place to go. Let's give a shout out to that Toasty as well. They play a good variety of games, and apparently they also... No, wait, yeah, what am I saying apparently? They also do art. Go check them out when you get the chance. Good opportunity right there. If you want to see some drawings, go check out the drawings. And go check out Blobby Derp. Very chill streams. Really fun times over there. And they play a good variety of games. And if you want to see Marvel Rivals or Star Sector, that's a good place to go. And with that being said, happy Friday. Hope everybody's doing well. Good to see you there, Ryu. Good to see you there, Power Goose, Toasty, Mattias, Blobby. Hope everybody's having a good day right there. Welcome on in there, Spock. Lampy, ever watch MASH? Wait, I said MASH, right? Let's see, Loretta Swit, who played Major Hot Lips, Alana passed away. What? Dang. I haven't heard of... You know what's funny? I haven't heard of MASH in forever. So to hear, you know, some news about it, and the news is, yeah, somebody passed, like, dang, that is the most unfortunate news. 87? Not gonna lie, they had a good run. It's an unfortunate circumstance, but they had a really long life. And considering that they, you know, got to be in a very iconic show like MASH, I want to say it sounds like they lived a pretty good life. I could be wrong. Also, let's give a shout out to Mary Lamb. If you like art, if you like funny streams, if you like vulgar humor, that is a good place to go. They're really awesome people. I highly recommend checking them out when you get the chance. I just had taro bubble tea for breakfast and spent 10 hours uninterrupted. Happy Saturday morning. Hey, that's a pretty good morning right there. But that's a pretty good 10 hours. Wait. Does that mean you were drinking bubble tea for 10 hours? Or am I getting that wrong? I'm not entirely certain. Let's see. And the reports say it looks like she passed from natural causes. I can imagine. At 87, I mean, yeah, that sounds like it's a pretty natural way to go. I just got in. Who passed away? An actress from an old, an actress from an old Western, an old show from the States called MASH. If you don't know what MASH is, I don't blame you. It was a really, really old show. It was like, what? In the 80s? Maybe even early 70s? I mean, late 70s? It was a long, long time ago. But it was a classic in the States. Thank you, Lampy. Yeah, no problem. I wrote the order wrong. I slept, woke up, and had bubble tea. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes much more sense, because I had bubble tea for 10 hours uninterrupted. It was a good Saturday. Like, how big was that cup? Alright, let me see. So, let's get started on the rendering. Now, there's two ways we could go about this one. Well, except for these blue spots. We don't need to worry about those blue spots. We're going to hide... Actually, let's just hide the whole mouth for now. So, in case you're wondering, how do you do the rendering of all those layers and keeping them smooth, or keeping them in a smooth shape? I'm going to show you how we're going to go about that. We need to actually take this entire thing, the entire rat model, duplicate it, duplicate the entire folder, hide the original folder for a minute, then go all the way back here, and nab all the base layers. Nab that one, nab the head layer, and we're going to drop all of these right behind everything else. Actually, yeah, drop all of these right behind everything else. Well, actually, we don't have to do that for the rat tail. The rat tail is going to be a separate thing. Same with the rat feet. It's just the body and the head and one of the arms. We're going to take those parts, all of the gray parts, and we're going to merge those three together. Merge those layers. Hide the hand, because we don't need to have that hand there for right now. And let's go to the head layer. No, not the head layer. Let's go to the body line art, which is right over here. Drag it all the way to the top. Erase that entire shape. And there we go. We're all set. Next step. We're going to go to that new body shape that we just made. Now, this may seem weird, and it may not seem like it's going to make a lot of sense yet, but trust me on this. We just take that entire shape, the arm, the body, and the head, merge them together on a separate copy, mind you, on a separate copy. I want to make sure that is entire, or that part is, what's it called? I want to make sure that that part specifically is emphasized, that we made an entirely different copy when we're doing this part. And we're going to make a new layer, and we're going to call that highlight. Actually, you know what? Not highlight. Let's call it... yeah, highlight. Highlight should be good. Also, welcome on in there, Die. Welcome on in there, Poison. How y'all be? Hope that everybody's having a good day. Give me 1 second there. A war hospital comedy. It was set in Korea War and was making new episodes on air twice as long as the war actually lasted. Yeah, basically that. They started selling, they started selling 1 liter of bag, a 1 liter bag of bubble tea recently. That might take 10 hours to slowly finish. 1 whole liter? Okay, you know what? Fair. I didn't know they have 1 whole liter. I love that rat model, by the way. It's so chunky. Yo, thanks. I'm glad you like it. If you thought it's chunky now, just wait till we give it the kingpin. Wait till you see the kingpin toggle. You'll see what I mean when we get there on Tuesday. I want to say Tuesday. Did you see the latest King of the Hill intro trailer? I did see that one, and I didn't know they moved. Oh yeah, for those of you that don't know, there was a new King of the Hill trailer. They showed off just like a 30-minute or 30-second trailer of the new King of the Hill show that they're showcasing. It's got, apparently, it said a lot in the span of 30 seconds or less. I don't know how long that intro was, but basically, it was a revamp of the old trailer, or the old intro that they had a long time ago. You know, the opening of the King of the Hill show. They revamped it for a more... Okay, how do I explain this one without it sounding horrible? I was gonna say they revamped it for a more modern age, but let's be honest, that phrase usually doesn't roll out. Yeah, it doesn't usually sound the best, let's be perfectly honest. So, let me try to go with a different phrasing for this one. What's a different way to go about saying that? They revamped it for the new show. It basically kind of catches you up with, everything that happened within that span of that opening. Apparently, they moved from their house. Dale ran for president. God, I hope they... Okay, I'll be honest. I feel like Dale has to get one of those off-screen deaths, because, you know, they're actor. So long as it's a dignified on-screen death. And when I say dignified, I don't mean that it doesn't have to be comedic. I mean, I'll be honest, it's Dale. So if he dies in some sort of comedic way, like, if he dies via an accident, or, you know, like a freak accident because he assumed someone was trying to assassinate him, or it was an actual assassination, or those chemicals that he was inhaling when trying to kill bugs finally got the better of him, or maybe all the years of smoking, or maybe just well, I wouldn't say gun accident. I feel like gun accident was not the first time Dale's had a gun accident. I don't know. Also, Night Vanguard, thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the Moth Fleet. I hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, you're lampy now. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. And I hope you're having a good day. Rat 2, Electric Boogaloo. Yes, that is the one. We are currently making Rat model. I'm currently rendering this whole thing. Trying to work basically just trying to work things out here and there. Trying to sort out this here. Yeah, just trying to sort out this here rat. And I hope you enjoy your Friday or Saturday, whatever day it may be. We're gonna get all of this, erase that. Now let's catch up with a lot of the reading, because I missed a lot of reading. Let me see. I just got caught up, I just saw the message at King of the Hill, and I just rolled from there. Alright, let me see. Nice rat. Can I eat them? You can try. Best of luck with that one. And also, let's give a shout out to Daishima. If you're a fan of cooking streams, if you're a fan of 3D nonsense, that's a good place to go. Really fun streams over there. Also, go check out Poison. If you're a fan of the gacha games, that's a good place to go as well. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend both. There you go. Thank you for reminding me, Ryu. I need to watch that. You should. It looks like... I mean, I'm... Like Ryu mentioned in the Discord, I have high hopes for it. I don't know how it's going to go, but I have high hopes for it. Got hacked a couple days ago, but I'm good now. Oh, okay. Nice. Well, not the getting hacked. I'm nice that you got... Nice that you're good now. Sorry to hear about the hacking. That part sucks. Alright, so now that we got that section done... Ooh, I know what we could do here. For the next part, here's how we're going to handle this. Since the body... We're going to leave a little bit of shadow here at the top. Just a little bit of shadow. So what we're actually going to do is just take this entire section, round that out, get our smudge tool. Okay, maybe too much. Let's back that up a little bit. Yeah, too big of an image. Let me see. We're going to get our eraser instead then. Snag this whole part. Invert that. Get the eraser. Put that at 0. Increase the size of said brush. Make sure that the sharpness is at 0 so we get a nice gradient. And instead of using our pen tablet for this one, we're just going to use the old clicker. So click once, click twice, and move it towards the left and right. But do not hold it and drag, because if you hold and drag, then you're probably going to get something like that. And that's not exactly what we're looking for. We want it to blend in almost naturally, which means just clicking and out until everything seems just about right. We might even drag this up a bit. So pull this up, move it more to the side, pull up a little more. Right there should be good. This should be a reasonable spot. Now that we got that. Also, you will notice that we left this entire side blank. There is a reason for that. I will explain more as we go along. But for right now, we're going to leave that entire spot blank. Next step, we're going to get our brush again. We're going to leave it at 0. Actually, yeah, let's leave the brush at 0, but we're going to significantly shrink down that brush size. And now, we're going to take it to this spot and give it a bit of an outline on the edge of said rat. Drag it all the way from the top to somewhat the bottom, and then we just have it get smaller and smaller, and just let it disappear as it gets closer to the bottom. Make the line thinner, and then boom, we're good. We got our rat outline. We could also do the same thing over here with this arm. Rat arm like so. Just add a little bit of an outline at the bottom. It'll give it this reflected light look. That's the goal we're aiming for there. Alright, let's try to catch up with some of the reading now that we got here. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that you got hacked, but I'm glad to hear that things have gone well, or yeah, are going well over there, Poison. Also, welcome on in there, the cycle repeats. Rat, 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 rat. Hold on a minute. Rat, 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 rat. Okay, anyway. Word on the street is you like lamps. Nah, that's where you're wrong. I like guns. Lots of guns. Didn't see that one coming now, did you? Alright. Yeah, I have a new Discord now? Ah, fair, fair, fair. The cicadas are rampant here. They don't feel nice. Oh, they don't feel nice when they smack you. Oh. When they smack you with their hard chitin bodies. Honestly, fair. So that's why some people are afraid of cicadas. Well, that and the fact that they might be really big bugs. But I didn't know that they just fly into you like that. I just thought they made really obnoxious sounds while sitting on trees. Yeah, that's basically the only information I had on cicadas was they sit on trees and they make a really, really loud sound at all hours of the day. I didn't know that they just beep beep out of my way and all that. They're dumb and they make those noises while flying too. I didn't know they could do that. Yeah, that just starting to sound like they're just blasting music at that point. I heard you're into flames in more ways than one. Yes, where's my flamethrower? There's the flamethrower. Alright, let's try to catch up with the rest of the stuff. So now that we got that all set up, which I know looks very, very weird, but trust me on this. The next step we need to do. This time we actually need to make a new layer. We're going to call this one Headlight. Boom. We're also going to put that on the transparent, or yeah, we're also going to put that in the clipping mask. Increase the size of the brush. Make sure it's still at 0%. You know what? Not 0% sharpness. Let's go with something a little stronger. Let's go with 160. Or not 160. That percentage wouldn't make any sense. Let's go with 60% on the brush. And we're going to use the old clicker. Just click in the center. Boom, there we go. You know what? Maybe one more time. There we go. That's the arson we're talking about. You know what? Maybe not 60. Let's bring it to 80. Let's try 80. And then click. Also, we want to make sure that it's somewhere in the middle. Just a little bit above. Instead of putting it dead in the center, we want to make it in the center horizontally. And then drag it up vertically. click right there. And that should be pretty solid. That's the shape we're looking for. There's our highlight for that. As for the bottom of the head or the side of the head, we'll leave that one as is. 160, that's going to be crispy. Also very true. Wait. With only 160? Well, okay, to be fair, different numbers. Right. I was thinking about America and them freedom units. I was thinking like 100? I don't know, but I mean 160. Yeah, I mean I guess that's kind of crispy, but if you're trying to cook something, 160 may not be enough. That sounds like it might be a little low. You're going to be there for a couple hours. And then I realized, oh wait, I'm thinking about Fahrenheit. You might be thinking of something else. Maybe. Are you thinking about Fahrenheit or Celsius? Because if it's Celsius, yeah, that sounds like it's going to be pretty crispy. Celsius, it's like, nah, those are rookie numbers. I use both? Ah, fair. Understandable then. I'll bring those up. Those are rookie numbers. Alright, let me see. So we got that part. We're going to go back to the ear now. And for the ear, we could just work on that one separately. So let's just find the gray. There's the gray, new layer. Actually, we don't even need a new layer for that one. We're going to keep that one as is. I know 160 degrees Fahrenheit is not crispy. True, but I didn't know you were using Celsius. First instinct was degrees. That ain't crispy at all. Then it took me a minute, like, oh, right. Not everybody uses degrees. Or Fahrenheit, that's the one. Not everyone uses Fahrenheit. Alright, so, for this part, we just need to go to the ear. We just need to go to the outer layer of the base color. We don't even need to make a new layer for this one. We just go to the base color of the ear, or the gray part of the ear, the front part. Get our brush, make sure it's at 0% sharpness. Put a transparency lock on that gray, so we can just add all of these features right here. Boom, there we go. That part's all good. And now as for the base color of the back of the ear, let's get that pink. Let's bring it down a bit. We're actually going to use a shadow for this instead of a highlight. So we're going to increase the size of the brush. Transparency lock once again. Keep it at 0%. Use the old mouse clicker. Boom, there we go. You know what? Maybe a little bit smaller. Drag it a little bit further to the left side of the ear. You want it to get, you want the shadow to be closer to the inside of the ear. And in this case, the inside of the ear is on the left side. We're going to click right there. Whoops, wrong one. We're going to click right there. Have the circle right closer to, have the circle closer to the left side of the ear. Click, boom. We got that shadow in the ear. Let's save. Move to the next side. And we should be good. I just realized we also did that on the copy, so we're just going to take this ear and put it in the new rat layer. We're going to separate this one. Go back. New rat, or old rat layer. Hide the old, hide the new rat layer. Or hide the rat copy. Go to the original. Go to the ears. Right over here. Take the copy of the ears that we just made. Put them right above the old school ears. And then delete those suckers. Boom. Delete the old ones. Now that we put all of that work, it is right there. Next step. Let's go back to the rat copy. And honestly, I think we're done with the outlines. So here's what we got to do. let's just take the main head body outline. Or not the outline, the highlight. I apologize, folks. I have not been getting good sleep at all recently. So, trying to speak is very difficult. Anyway, we're going to take the two highlights. We're going to separate them from the current layer that we just made. So let's drag them down all the way over here. And now for the rat copy that we made, we're going to take that entire thing, delete it. It's gone. We don't need that no more. What's this? Oh, right, rat sketch. That's fair, that's fair. I can still understand what you're saying. It's fine. Thank you, I greatly appreciate that. Alright, yeah, thank you for your understanding. Alright, let me see. But 160% sharpness is extremely crisp. Oh! Okay, yeah, that would be extremely crisp. As a matter of fact, that would be over crisp. Yeah, I see what you mean. That is crispy right there. Only dignified I can think of is fulfilling his wishes and having Bobby take him out. Oh yeah, I forgot that Dale... Okay, for those of you that don't know, there was a... We were talking about King of the Hill, and that message popped up very, very late. Either that or I missed it. Oh, I missed it. That explains it. Okay, so yeah, going back to the King of the Hill one, I forgot that Dale wanted Bobby to put him, take him out Old Yeller style. And Hank was very much against that. For obvious reasons. Alright, so now that we got all the highlighting done, for the body anyway, we got the highlighting for all the gray parts done. Now, this is looking very, very weird. But trust the process. I'm gonna show you how it's done. I'm gonna show you how we get this one done. Use Fahrenheit for cooking and Celsius for weather. I'm a strange creature, I know. Honestly, fair. I mean, if it works, it works. Like, honestly, that's the way I'm looking at it. Like, weird or not, if it works, that's what matters. That is what matters. Okay, so we're going to take the highlight. We're going to drag it all the way down to the body. Now you can see that it got caught up with that arm. And I know that part got caught up with that arm. However, here's what we're going to do. We're going to copy the highlight that we just made. We're going to copy it and put it in front of the arm. Now, you can see that we got two different parts. However, now that we copied it and put it right in front of the arm, it's also... Oh, let's actually bring it underneath the arm line art. Now, I'm going to show you something. We got two different highlights now. One of them is for the body, and the arm highlight that we just made is hidden behind that arm. Now that's a problem. But that's also okay, because all we're going to do... Let's hide this arm for a second as well. Because what I'm going to do for that one is that I'm just going to delete it. Or I'm just going to erase that part. Erase the highlight on that arm. Or erase the highlight there. Let's bring this back. Snag this entire piece right here. Just snag that arm highlight and delete it. Like so. And it's gone. What we're going to do next is that we're just going to flip this entire thing over. Flip horizontally. Create the... Actually, you know what? Not even like that. Here's how we're going to go about it this time around. Let's hide the base of the head first, as well as the highlight. And the face. Sure, why not? Let's hide the face as well. Yeah, just hide the entire face. Now, there's a reason why we're doing all of that. Before we make that copy for the body, grab our lasso tool, make an entire square, move that square. There we go. Somewhat as close to the center as you possibly can. Right here should be good. Delete half of the highlight that we just made. Copy it. Flip it. Zoom in to make sure. All right, everything's good. Merge those two layers together. And now we got the highlight for the body. However, you're probably thinking, okay, so that fixed that problem. Now, what are you going to do about the highlight about the arms? Because the arm is right there, but it's also got the highlight from the rest of the body. How do you fix that problem? Very, very easy. We go to the highlight copy that we have that has the arm and the body, and chances are you're assuming that we're just going to delete everything around the arm. Well, we don't even have to do that. We just got to find the base layer, get our highlight copy, and create a clipping mask that goes right on top. Create clipping mask, boom, click on that, and now that part is all set. However, we do have one slight problem going on here, but that is okay. I can fix this problem fairly easily. But we have to wait for later. We have to wait for when we get all of the rendering done and when we get the arm entirely fixed up. So we'll leave that one alone for now, and we'll come back to it at another time. In the meantime, let's go back to this layer. Let's merge that together. And let's go to the rat foot. Where is rat foot? Here, rat foot. There it is, rat foot. We go to this part next. Now let me catch up with some breeding in the meantime. Oh, because he won't miss it? That's fair, that's fair. Alright, now that we got that. Oh, we already have the highlighting for, or the shadows for that. Perfect, perfect. So, new layer, rat foot. Actually, not even a new layer. We don't need that. We just add the rendering to said rat foot right here. That's basically all we really need to do. And we're going to go with the left side of, or not the left side. We're going to add the shadows over here, right between those two those two rat toes, or claws, or talons, or whatever they are. Do the same thing over to this side. Boom, like so. Fairly easy rendering on this model, not gonna lie. Not too much work, not too much work at all. Although there is one part that I'm looking at that seems to be a bit off. It's right there. We're gonna have to go back to our... Yeah, we're gonna have to go back to the body layer. Put the eraser at 100%. Shrink this down significantly. I know what I need to do. Select everything around it. Select. Modify. And expand the selection that we currently have to 5. There we go. And then we just hit delete. And that should delete all the things that are around it that are making it very, very odd. That should be good. Zooms in on rat grippers. What? You don't like what you see? Okay. Moving on. So now that we got the highlight on the rat feet done, that was a fairly simple one right there. Now it's for rat hand. Rat hand. New layer. No, wait. I keep forgetting. No new layer. We just got to put a transparency lock on this. So, also, for those of you that don't know what a transparency lock is, I'm going to explain that one right quick. If we don't use a transparency lock, which is in that layer right over there, you can see the mouse squiggling around it. That is our current layer. That is our base layer for the hand. I'm going to show you something. As you can see, there's no little lock or any there's nothing indicating that the layer is being altered in any way, shape, or form. Now, if we do something and we go beyond the lines, as you could clearly tell, the layer goes outside. You know, we just basically just brushed over it is all. However, going back over here, if we have our layer selected, and we go all the way up here where it shows this weird little checker box, you might not be able to see it from this far, but that's a little checker box right there. And essentially that just says transparency lock. That means any transparent material cannot be affected while on that layer. So we're going to click on that. And when we do, you'll see that there's a little symbol that pops up right over there when we click on it. that indicates that the transparency parts of that layer, or the transparent parts on that layer, are locked. So you don't have to deal with that. So what does it mean when the transparency is locked? We could brush all over this as much as we want, and it will never go outside the shape that we currently have. We can make it any different. Yeah, we could go with any sort of shapes, any sort of crazy stuff like that. Heck, we can even put a what's the word? We can even put a gradient if we want. Hold on, let me look for a gradient just to show you what I mean. Let's try something crazy. Let's try this one. All right, I'm gonna show you something. If we remove the transparency lock, and we put this crazy color, fair warning, things are gonna get blinding. Let's zoom out. Ow. We do that, it goes all the way across. We have our weird, crazy RGB coloring going on there. Thank you for the save, Ryu. However, if we put the transparency lock, our RGB stays within the hand. So if you ever wanted some crazy RGB rat, there you go. That's how you do it. Or if you wanted a crazy RGB rat and you wanted the layer or the RGB to stay contained within the rat, that's one of two ways you could go about it. Either put a transparency lock on the layer, or put a clipping mask. In this case, we're using transparency lock because we don't really need too many things right now. We just need to add shadows to the rat hand, and that's basically it. Without further ado, let's actually start adding those shadows. So, for the hand, the shadow would most likely be on the back side of the hands. Or, how do I put it? It would be underneath the fingers, basically. So, most of the time when we're working on this, you would probably assume that it would be something like this. Like, if we're drawing this rat hand, you'd probably assume that we would have to draw it like this. Oh, right. Wrong side. Over here. You'd probably assume that we would draw it like 1, 2, 3, and 4. But that is where you'd be wrong. And I'm going to show you how it's done. Here's how we set it up. Instead of it just being on the outside like so, we're actually going to put it underneath on the... basically on the inner layers of the fingers. Also, welcome on in there, Chippy1. How you be? Thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. Let's give a shout out to Chippy1. And welcome on in there, Sherbert, as well. How ya be? Folks, go check out Chippy1. They do a lot of artins and stuff. How ya be? I hope things are well. I hope things are good. And everybody stopping by from Chippy1 stream. Hi, my name's Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. Yes, the bug is the streamer. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes some live 2D rigging streams. And today is one of those drawing streams. We are currently making rat model. Also, orange... oh. Oranges are the best. ×2. Thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the Moth Fleet. I hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, you're Lampy now. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. But yeah, how was the drawing? I hope it went well. I was drawing a Sonic character, eating a Happy Meal. Nice, 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 nice. Sounds pretty cool. Sounds pretty good. Also, everybody stopping by. If you gotta take care of things, go take care of those things. Never feel bad about raiding and running, because that's what raids are all about. But if you decide to stick around, I greatly appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your stay. I came in with the raid. That's fair, that's fair. Hello, hope everyone has a reason to smile today. True, true, true. Let's also give a shout out to Sherbert. Go check out the Sherbert. Very chill streams over there. Very funny times as well. Go check out the Sherbert the Pod. They also do a lot of artin. They also play a lot of chill games like No Man's Sky, and I know there was another one that I can never remember for some reason to save my life. But for some reason, I can never remember it when the time is right. Like when it's sometime off stream, it's like, oh, I remember what game they were playing, and then when it's time to shout them out, it's like, what were they playing again? I know they play No Man's Sky and another one. Dave the Diver. Dave the Diver, that's the one. I remember that because of the Godzilla. And the Balatro. I know you were playing Balatro on Dave the Diver. Alright, let's see. You can call me Oranges. Oranges it is. Thank you for letting me know, and thank you for the clarification. Welcome, Raiders, to the lamp. Hey, no Colt, no Colt. It was fine, but my nose is hella stuffy. That's fair, that's fair. Go rest or clear your nose or whatever it is that you gotta do. I completely understand. You take care of what you gotta take care of. In the meantime, we're gonna get back to rat drawing. Now, where's that hand? Ah, here we are. Yo, Corgis, welcome on in. Thank you for the thank you for the raid. I was trying to figure out, like, wait, why am I trying to say shout out? Like, that's the wrong one entirely. Anyway, folks, if you haven't checked out Mio Corgis, I highly recommend that you do. They play a good variety of games. They also do artin', really fun times. Also, go support the Mio Corgis. Right, I forgot to put that. Go support the Mio Corgis. Get them to affiliate. Let them get those emotes. So if you want to see some Mio Corgi emotes, go check out Mio Corgis. I highly recommend that you do. Really fun and chill times over there. And how was things over, how was the stream? I hope it went well. Everybody stopping by for Mio Corgi stream. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes some live 2D rigging streams. And today is one of those drawing streams where we're making Rat Model. I hope you enjoy your day. And if you gotta take care of things, go take care of those things. Never feel bad about raiding and running, because that's what raids are all about. But if you decide to stick around, I greatly appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your stay. Whew. Now, let's, drop this message. I know I'm gonna regret it, but I'm gonna drop that message right over there. And we're gonna let it play.
Welcome, Raider. The Lampy cult is open for everyone to join.
No cult. They're never gonna listen to that part. Drop to follow. Nice, nice, nice. You got this there, Corgis? It went well, but I kept crashing. Ah, sorry to hear that one there. Yeah, I don't know what it is with the internet recently, but... yeah, I just don't know what's up with the internet recently. Like, it keeps on, like, it keeps crashing for everybody. I know it crashed for me earlier this month.
Welcome to the Lamp Cult.
No lamp cult. Cease. Halt. Chill. Other words that mean to stop. Also, thank you for the bits. I greatly appreciate that. If it worked like cold medicine, Lampy would be investing in... I'm gonna stop. Alright. Anyway, getting back to the hand drawing. Here's what we're gonna do. Like I said, normally you would expect, since everything is on the left side, or yeah, since the shadows are on the outer side, you would probably expect the shadows to be something like this. And that is where you're wrong. Kind of. We actually would need it for... we actually would need the shadows to look like this on one end. Hold on a minute. Let's get that base color again. We would need the shadows for this part of the hand and this part of the hand. However, it's the shadows that we have on these two sides that are not in the right spot. We actually need to erase those, because the shadows that we're going to be going for would actually be on the bottom half. And if you look at these hands, you'll realize that on this side, these two fingers in particular, or claws or talons or whatever rats have, they're actually, this side would technically be considered the top of the hand. And that would apply the same way for here. Top of the finger, top of the finger, top of the finger, top of the finger. So the shadow would be underneath it, like so. Right there, and there, and there, and there. And not gonna lie, I'm looking back on this part of the arm and thinking the exact same thing might need to be done over here as well. So, actually, you know what? Nah, this part should be fine. This should be okay. So now that we got that done, we just need to go to the tail and fix that up next. Cease and desist. That's the words. Also, Zare Cheese, welcome on in. How you be? Hope you're having a good day there, boy. Thank you for the Necromorph Destroyer. Let's give a couple of shoutouts. We still need to give more shoutouts. One, let's give one to Zare Cheese. Go check them out. They play a good variety of games. Really awesome times over there. And let's give a shout out to Destroyer. So that's what that does. Yeah. People use that sound alert a good number of times here, so like, you know what? Maybe I should keep it. It's the only thing I have left of Dead Space at this point, because I played everything else. And now I have no reason to use the necromorph assets or even have that sound alert, so I'm like, you know what? Let's just leave it there. Let's just leave it there. Anyway, go check out Destroyer. They also play a good variety of games. Very chill times over there. Even when they're going through absolute mayhem. It's a surprisingly chill time over there. How do they make it a chill time? I'll be honest, your guess is as good as mine. But yeah, go check them out. Alright. What cold medicine makes you... You know what? I'm assuming that one's a pun, so I'm leaving that one alone. As soon as I saw cold medicine again, I'm like, yep, pun. I'm leaving that one behind. Nice try. You may have gotten me a good number of times, Sunday? Tuesday. You may have gotten me a good number of times Tuesday, but now that I know the game, I'm just skipping. Alright, let's go back over here, because we need to go back to the body, and we actually need to add a highlight or an outline to the rest of the body here. I'm actually looking at the top half and realizing that we might need to warp this a bit. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to go about that. Because there was one part that I wanted to figure out, which was making it bipedal as well as quadrupedal. But I need to figure out how we're going to make it quadrupedal with the body not so round. I got an idea, though. I got an idea. Also, thank you for the slow flutter, the hydrate, and the stretch there, Sherbert. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I caught up with everything, I think. Alright, next one. Now that we got the shadows for the foot and the tail. Oh, wait. Okay, I know what I was going to do. Well, not quite yet. Actually, I guess we should do that anyway. Alright, so let's go back to the body, specifically the line art of the body. We're going to get that center guide, so I know exactly where we're supposed to drop everything. Erase a certain section. Boom, there we go. We're going to try to round this out. So, let's get our base colors back. Let's drag this brush down to at least 20. Actually, you know what? 30. Let's go with 30%. Round out the top by a lot. Not quite. Round it out a little bit more. There we go. That should be good. Hit the lasso. Delete. Or not the lasso, but the other shape tool. Then we get the rest of the rectangle. Erase everything from that point. Go to the body highlight. Erase everything from that point. And I suppose that shape as well. Erase everything from that point. Go back over here. Get the eraser. Select everything around that new line that we got. All the way up to that point. Select everything around that. Delete. Go back to the line art. Because I just realized this entire thing is just sitting there. And we don't want that there no more. We want that part gone. And erase all the way like so. We're all set with the body shape. Now let's go back to the highlight. Select that gray, put OK, get our brush, increase the size, bring it down to 0% on the sharpness, Drag it all the way across like so. You know what? That part should be good right there. And we're all set. That should be okay for the body. Yo, Icy, welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Oh, is that a lampy, Icy? Possibly, possibly. Also, let's give a shout out to Icy. Go check them out. Really funny streams over there. Really awesome people. I highly recommend checking them out when you get the chance. I'm tired. I want to go to bed, but I also want to work. Oh, speaking of, speaking of working and streaming. So, I realized, well, not realized, but... So, I've known for a while that there's a lot of projects that I need to get sorted out. Hi, tired, I'm Ryu. Shut up, Ryu. So, there's a lot of projects that I have on the back burner, on the backlog, that I need to get done already, but I haven't. And it's not any easier that the fact that I only stream 3 days a week. So, in order to complete those projects, I think I'm going to need to bump it up by one more day. Maybe one more day. Because there's a lot of projects I need to do. There's a good number of the viewer redeems. There's a good number of the sketches from the Donathon. And there's some art gifts that I need to catch up with. There's a lot of drawing that needs to be done, as well as the models that I want to work on. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done on screen. So since there's a lot of work that needs to be done on screen, I need to start streaming a bit more just to get that one set up. I'm also watching a movie with a friend. Ooh, what kind of movie? If it's too personal, you don't have to answer. I always like to let everyone know. Don't answer if you're not comfortable with it. Let's see. One More Day was a title that has become infamous in Spider-Man comics. One more day? Why one more day? I suggest taking 2 more to avoid one more day. Nah, one more day. One more day. Now let me see. Besides, if I took 2 more, I'd only have like 1 day off. Jesus Christ, no. I want one more day, not only 1 day. Alright, now let me see. So we got that set up. Now what we're going to do, take these 3 layers. Take the body, take the highlight, take the line art. Duplicate those, flip them. Drag them to the other side like so. Boom. There we go. Then take... Where did it go? Merge down. Take that highlight, merge that down. Then take the body copy, merge that down. Put the clipping mask back on that part, and we're all good there. Let's go to the next step. How many more steps we got left? I think it's just the tail next. So, let's hide the body. That's never gonna not sound weird when I say it. Let's get the shadow. Like so. Let's also save before I forget. Let's see. That was the infamous comic where Peter gave up his marriage to MJ to Mephisto to save his Aunt May's life, plus do a universe reset. Oh! So that's where No Way Home got it from. It was called One More Day. I don't know why they didn't go with that name for the movie. I mean, to be fair, now that I think about it, it also makes sense that the Spider-Man movies didn't go with that road because, you know, most of the Spider-Man movies were, you know, called No Something. No, wait, no, I'm thinking of the wrong one. I think he still talked to Mephisto about that one, like trying to hide his identity or have everyone forget that he was Peter Parker after the whole Civil War thing. I know they definitely changed up the story beats for a lot of those for a lot of the DC characters. I know before it wasn't exactly that, you know, he wanted... Oh yeah, that's what it was. He wanted people to forget because of what happened in the previous movie. But in the comics, it was Tony convinced him, you know, Iron Man convinced him to, you know, reveal his face, reveal his identity. And that was a mistake because it got a lot of his friends and family hurt. Because once the supervillains know that who he was, they knew where to go. And so to protect his friends and family again, I believe he went to Mephisto for that one as well. I don't remember if he went to Mephisto to get everyone to forget who he was. But I know that caused a whole lot of calamity nonsense. But I don't know if it was the same nonsense that it was in No Way Home. I don't know if it was like multiverse stuff again. Alright, let's see. One More Day was a comic where Peter Parker makes a deal with Mephisto because the writers thought they needed to get rid of all his character development since the 1970s. I forgot that they kept trying to... Okay, I'm on the fence about that one. I was gonna say, I keep forgetting that comics usually want to keep their characters stagnant. And I'm thinking... Let them have their let them have their character development. We don't need a reboot we don't need a reboot every 10 years. And then I remembered the Venom comics. For those of you that don't know, Venom became a god. I'm not even joking. That's not even metaphorically speaking either. He literally became a god where he has omniscience. And after saying all of that, it reminded me, you know what? Maybe sometimes we do need a reboot. Maybe sometimes we need to find a way to reel it back in, because we went too far. We went too close to the sun. How do we stop? Like, we made a mistake. Bring this back in. Reel it back in. I don't know how we got to the point where Venom of all people is a god. We need to bring this back. We need to step back a moment. Venom and Carnage. Maybe not to the same degree, but both Venom and Carnage literally became deities. Okay. Let me try to catch up with a lot of the reading. Oh, it's fine? Okay, cool. It's the Gladiator movies. Ooh. Well, now I see, now I have to ask. Are you not entertained? I couldn't help it. I saw the opportunity. I needed to take it. Okay, let's see. The recent Marvel movies have been no more budget. True. Also, they're kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel at this point. Like, they built an established movie franchise, and they got rid of a lot of their big players, and now they need to figure out how to rebuild. And it's not going very well. That was the Doctor Strange in the movies? Yeah, it was Doctor Strange in the movies. I'm talking about who was it in the comics when Peter wanted his identity erased. Because I know Peter wanted his identity erased in the comics as well, but because of Civil War, not because of Mysterio. But I don't know who he went to get that information erased. I know it wasn't Doctor Strange, or at least I don't believe it was. That's why I'm like, I think it was Mephisto again. Yeah, One More Day was the answer to Civil War event when he revealed... Oh, One More Day was that one? Okay, okay. Revealed his identity. Kingpin sent an assassin to off him, but May got caught in the crossfire. Oh! Okay, I think I remember that one. Because I remember what Spider-Man did after, you know... I think I remember what Spider-Man did to that assassin. And then when he found out it was the Kingpin that sent him, wasn't that the one where, you know, he literally, Spider-Man breaks into prison just to break every bone in the Kingpin's body? Because I know there was a comic where Kingpin threatened his loved ones, and he literally broke into a prison just to whoop them in front of everybody there. That was glorious. Not gonna lie, that was a satisfying beatdown to see. Sometimes comics can really give some of the best moments. It was that comic? Yeah, that one. That was glorious. They need to put... If there's any scene that needs to be put into a movie, it's that one. I want to see Spider-Man. You know what? Doesn't even have to be a live-action movie. It could be an animated movie. I don't care. I just want to see that scene in a movie because... And they better do it justice. Because again... It's Spider-Man cutting loose. Spider-Man just going ham. Showing that, you know what? If I'm correct, he also put... I don't know if he put on the Venom symbiote, but I know he put on a black suit for that one. He put on like a black Spider-Man suit. Just to prove a point. That was good times. Alright, let's see. And Aunt May was dating Tony Butler in the comics. Who's Tony Butler? Well, after killing the god of symbiotes, it left a power void. True, but let's be honest. The fact that there was a god of symbiotes already in the first place, that, you know, it's, I don't know, it's just really weird to see, you know, some of your neighborhood story comic characters, again, like, Venom. I don't know if making Venom a god was a good choice. And I'm not even talking about story-wise. I'm talking about, like, just narratively speaking, like, in the grand picture. I don't know. It was around that... okay, to be fair, I may also have a bias because it was around that time that both DC and Marvel were just dealing with cosmic forces beyond any of the cosmic forces they ever dealt with before. So this was a whole new level of cosmic nonsense, and I was just exhausted from it. I was like, I don't care about none of this no more. Like, can we bring it down a bit? Can we stop with the cosmic level or the beyond cosmic level threats? Can we just chill for a minute? You know, sometimes the more down to earth conflicts are usually bigger moments. Yeah, there we go. That's the best way to put it. Sometimes the down to earth conflicts are bigger moments than this otherworldly outer galaxy level threats because they're personal. And again, like I said, I had that fatigue from Dragon Ball, from DC, from Marvel. Let's bring it back down a bit. I know we can't because all three of those series have all three of those franchises have they opened up that Pandora's box. It's too late. It's too late. They're stuck with what they got. And reboots don't help. I've seen it happen too many times. Reboots don't help. But still, I would appreciate if they just reeled it back in a little bit. Just reeled it back in. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. That's all I can really say about it. I entered into nerdy chat. It's always nerdy here. What are you talking about? And welcome on in there, Dice. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Like, let's be honest. when you're here, expect nerd stuff to be talked about. I mean, it's not to say that I won't talk about other things, but high chance, nerd stuff. Let's see. Oh, I will be soon. What was the question? Now I'm trying to remember. Oh, are you not entertained? You will be soon. That's good then. Modern Venom Comics was bonkers when they showed how strong Null is. He was able to rip Sentry in half like it was nothing. That, I will agree, that was ridiculous. Like, okay, for those of you that don't know, Sentry is a busted character. Because he's got like two different modes. He's got the Sentry mode, and then there's the Void. The Void, also a busted character. I don't know how to explain too much of it, but matter manipulation, unkillable. Or at least that's what most of the comics tried to point out until Null showed up. Unkillable, matter manipulation, insane. That's the scariest part about the Sentry, is that he's a lunatic and a former drug addict. And he's willing to rip a person in half like it was a strong man ripping a phone book. Or Kaiba ripping a Blue Eyes White Dragon card. He is willing to rip a person in half just like that. And then there's one character called Null, the god of the symbiotes, shows up. Sentry tries to go toe-to-toe with him, and Null rips the Sentry, of all people, in half. And then from what I've heard so far, we haven't seen the Sentry since. Sentry's been real quiet after that rip in half. But then we got Venom taking that power. So now Venom has that Null God power thingy. So, like, this is too much. This is way too much. Okay, Tony Stark's butler. Oh, that's what you said. Aunt May is dating Tony Stark's butler. Just like in the movies. I'm really liking the first Gladiator movie. I'm so excited for the second one. Nice. That's good to hear. So basically, can we deal with real characters not jumping the shark again? The shark has lasers, flies in space, and exists between time. Yes, basically that. Can we not have them jumping the space shark with laser beams attached to their heads? We need them to stop jumping the space shark. Let's have what Spider-Man used to be. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, dealing with crooks and thugs on the street. Let's go back to... Oh, I was gonna say, let's go back to Batman, but Batman's also been dealing with some... He hasn't been dealing with some godly entities, but he's definitely been dealing with more than just city street level conflicts. Alright, let's see. I just got to the part where he says, "Are you not entertained?" That's what's up. That's all I needed to see. Not so former on the drug in some comics. Wait, did I say former? Oh, my bad. I didn't mean former. That's on me. But Lampy, street level isn't edgy. I want comics beyond human comprehension. Play Bloodborne. I still enjoy the comics where Batman and Spider-Man teamed up. There was a comic for that? Right, I forgot there was a comic for that. Speaking of Spider-Man and Batman, folks, did you know that there's going to be a comic with Batman and Deadpool in it? I just found out about that last week. Icy told me about it. No, not last week. It was actually this week. Icy told me about that one. I forgot when it comes out, but I know it comes out soon. I am dreading yet curious to find out how that goes. Okay, so now that we got all of that, let's go back to the face. Because this arm and that foot, we don't need to worry about those. Let's go back over here. Let's go back to face. And we're going to go to the mouth. And we're going to hide the mouth lines. Go all the way back to here. Now let's add some rendering to those teeth. Let's add some rendering to those chompers. Let's put the transparency lock. Bring this color tone, or yeah, bring this brush down. Go for a gray. That should be a solid gray. Just put that on the sides like so. Just right there. Then we take the previous tooth, delete that one, flip it. We could even merge these two teeth down, if all honesty. Just merge those down. Those are just teeth. One whole teeth. That's right, I said one whole teeth. I know that's not how it's said, but I'm gonna say it anyway. One whole teeth. Alright, let's bring down the shadow for this part. Let's get our brush. Oops, wrong one. Put the transparency lock on that. Put the shadow on the outside of the tongue, like so. Let's try that again, actually. You want that shadow to be on the outside of said circle. That should be good. We're going to get our lasso tool. Or not our lasso tool. We're going to get our square tool, delete half. Make a copy. Flip that over. Put OK. We're also going to hide this right quick. Let me see. Yeah, it's in the clear. Merge those two down. So now we have the layering for the tongue and the mouth. We could do something for this. Let's hide these two layers for a second. We're going to go to the mouth. Get a darker color tone there. Get our brush one more time. That's a big message. You're going to have to give me a minute on that one. I just want a comic book where the hero is a loser behind a laptop. I could swear that's a comic book somewhere. You know what that one was? Freakazoid. That one was definitely Freakazoid. And anyone who hasn't seen Freakazoid, go look up Freakazoid. It was an old cartoon. He was a loser in front of a he was a loser in front of a computer. His older brother bullies him a lot. While on that computer, I think he found like some sort of computer virus. That virus goes haywire. Transforms him into basically Deadpool before Deadpool was a thing. That's the best way to explain it. It turned him into Deadpool 1.0. Actually, not even Deadpool 1.0. Deadpool 0.0. Oh, that's for the arm. Yeah, no, I don't want that. I want the highlights for the body. Wait, what's that part? Okay, now this is the part I need to figure out. Oh, I understand what I'm looking at now. Okay, we're going to take the center part, this guideline, we're going to remove that because I just realized the body is off just by a little bit. So let's snag that entire thing. And the music just stopped. That's okay. Just give me a moment here, folks. I want to take that part, and that part. We're just going to move all of these over. Hey, what the? Where's the body layer? Okay, body layer's right there. Why won't it let me move that side over as well? I'm going to figure this out. Also, the music just stopped. Hold on a minute. What the? God, I hope that's just the music that stopped. Okay, we're good. Alright, let's see. Let me try to catch up some things. Two of them, I heard. Wait, there were two Spider-Man and Batman comics, or two Spider-Man or Batman and Deadpool comics? Around November? Oh, it was November. Gotcha. It will be fine. Fair. Batman and Spider-Man and the reverse name order are the two Batman and Spider-Man team-ups. One has Carnage and Joker for enemies. That makes sense. And the other one has the Kingpin's wife. Oh, has Kingpin's wife targeted by Ra's al Ghul or Ra's al Ghul, however you want to pronounce it. Oh, gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, I could definitely see that one, like Joker and Carnage. Actually, now I'm kind of curious of their dynamic. Like, how would that have gone? Alright, so let's get the body. Let's move this over. 1, 2, 3, 4 until it matches and lines up. Okay, so that one lined up. Then we get the other two parts. Line those suckers up one more time. Go to the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That part lined up. Now we go to the other half. Whoops. Ah, great. We got to do that again. Wrong side. That one. Deselect. Drag back up. Oh wait, no, that was the right one. Okay, so that lined up. That's good. That means we just go to the highlight. Now with that, we're finally good. Thank God. After all these years, I finally got them lined up. Okay, let me see. Also, Lampy, I have big news. What's the big news there, Icy? What's the big news? Didn't Tim Curry voice a character in Freakazoid? I wouldn't be surprised. Tim Curry was in a lot of cartoons back in the day. Like a lot of cartoons. The creator of the Creeper from Batman the Animated Series created Freakazoid, and it was a cat running around on the keyboard. Oh, so that's how it happened. See? There you go. Comic about a loser that the hero's a loser in front of a computer. There you go there, Dice. There's your cute there's your loser in front of a keyboard. Comic. Alright, let's see. King of the Hill Revival is coming out in August 4th on Hulu. Oh yeah, Ryu was telling me about that one. Or posted it in the Discord. Like I said, I'm curious, a little concerned, but also looking forward to it. It's been years. So here's hoping. It was a TV show, not a comic, but semantics. Didn't they also have a comic? I thought Freakazoid also had a comic. If it's not a loser, you can go with Barbara Gordon, Oracle character. True. You could also have a character in front of a computer. You got Oracle working with Batman, and I'm pretty sure she's got her own comics. Everybody's got their own comic at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if the what's that one dude that works at the Daily Planet? Not Superman. The other dude. I'm trying to remember his name. Superman's friend at the Daily Planet. What's his name? They can never pick what sort of... Yeah, they can never pick a design for that character. I can never remember his name. Let's see. Technically, OG Sherlock was that, even if it wasn't in comics. Jimmy Olsen, that's the one. Jimmy is more of a sidekick. He is more of a sidekick, but I wouldn't be surprised if he has his own comic. I wouldn't be surprised if he had his own comic. Also, yeah, see, there you go. You want someone in front of a computer all day as the character in the comic? There you go. Sherlock Holmes. Okay, so now that we got all those layers done, go back over here. Let's go back to the head. Let's go back to the mouth. All right, so we got that one. Oh, right. I wasn't done here. I got distracted by everything else. Okay, so now that we got all that done, let's go back to the inside of the mouth. Put that transparency lock. Get our brush. Increase the size of said brush. Put it in the center. Make sure our brush is at 0% sharpness and is a darker shade than the red that we currently have. Make sure our circle lines up with the top, but is grossly oversized. Click. And yeah, that should be good. Now, if it looks weird right now, that's understandable, because we haven't put the tongue and the teeth and the rest of the mouth. With that, almost everything is set, with the exception of one thing. We just need to add a slight highlight to that nose. Where are you, nose? There's the nose, nose. To follow the scent to the magical flavor of Fruit Loops. Or something along those lines. Don't listen to me. I'm just... I grew up on commercials. I grew up on way too many commercials. That's the best way for me to put it. I grew up on way too many commercials. So if you hear me ramble on and then accidentally throw an advertisement in there from 10 years ago, 20 years ago, now you know why. That's the best way for me to put it. Let's drop that. Actually, you know what? Let's bring the circle a little bit higher. Click right there. And there's our nose. That's the nose layer. Let's save. Got milk? Exactly, that's the one. Destroyer gets it. Okay, let me catch up with things. Some pointed out in the new intro, you see Bill coughing during the face mask part, as he didn't return during the supercut part in the fence. Oh. I'm sure Bill is fine. Yeah, I'm sure Bill's fine. That actor is still alive. Come on. Buck is most definitely dead at that time, though. Most definitely Buck Strickland, he ain't there no more. He was old enough. Yeah, he was old when the show started. He was in his 50s, or not even 50s. His hair was completely gray. He was in his 60s. So right now, he's probably either in a chair or in the ground. But Bill's got at least a couple more years on him. Come on. We already lost Dale. We don't need to lose Bill too. Come on. Okay, let's see. Jimmy had a couple series of comics. Case in point, even sidekicks get a comic. So if Jimmy Olsen of all people got a comic, high chance Barbara Gordon as Oracle has her own comic series. So if you wanted someone sitting in front of a computer all day, Oracle. There you go. I wouldn't say loser, but I would definitely say sitting in front of a computer all day. Alright. I mean, after all, like, you can't really call that character a loser because, one, they're working with Batman, and two, it's Batgirl, for Christ's sakes. They put in the work. And unfortunately paid the price for putting in that work. Okay, let's see. Also, Jestry, you let me know. Welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. May his lamplight guide us to the great beyond. Indeed, indeed. May that lamplight guide Dale Gribble to the great beyond too. Or the actor to Dale Gribble. You know what I mean. Original writings of the Sherlock, he was some guy reading a paper and all theorizing about how he'd solve the crimes, but he never did anything. Okay, see? That one right there. You wanted... Okay, if you ever wanted a character that was a loser, sit in front of... Yeah, if you wanted the main character to be a loser that is sitting in front of the computer all day, there he is. He's even writing fanfics. He's even writing the fanfics. You can't get that there. That's the epitome. That's the top of the mountain. You got the character you were looking for. Thank you for the posture check and the hydrate there, Ryu. I greatly appreciate it. We're out of cereal. We are out of cereal. One of the Jimmy Olsen comics had him give all the superpowers of all the new gods that fighting against Darkseid to make him the most OP superhero, that's a fanfic. But it didn't turn out well. He had less control than most can imagine. I take it back. That's just the story to show don't give human powers. Too many powers. It won't end well. Proof of the lamp. No lamp cult. No lamp cult. My partner walked in the room, heard you talking, and went, oh, lamp cult is like... There's no lamp cult. We've been through this, people. Okay, there's a cult, but go home. Go home. Talk to your loved ones. Save your money. That sort of thing. First pronunciation was correct. Ah, Jester. Gotcha. Thank you for letting me know there, Jester. But you said you were embracing it. Shut up, Destroyer. You made me say that. I made a horrible mistake thinking I could just drop that, or let the folks choose the message that I write, and they chose that message. Never gonna live that one down. Penspin? Penspin. Thank you for redeeming Penspin. Hold on a minute. Thank you for redeeming Penspin. Lampy doesn't break. I do not. Frickin' message. Getting swindled out here. Alright, so now that we got everything here, we're gonna go back to our highlight for the head. Blend that in. And now that we got all these layers, it's time to actually merge them all together. So, let's go to the face. We're gonna merge the entire face layer. No, I'm kidding. Let's go to the whiskers. We got left whisker, right whisker. So that one's fine. We got nose. Nose is fine. Head. We're going to take all of these layers here, all the way up to the base layer, merge those layers down. So now we have one whole solid shape for that. Ear. We're going to need to break this down a bit. So one ear, two ear. We take the front ear, merge these two together. Merge layers. Back ear, merge those layers together. Not merge everything, just those two. Merge layers together. So now we have the front ear and the back ear. Yeah, that should be fine. Then we have the left ear, which that will also be okay where it is. We're going to change that up later. That's one arm, we leave that arm there. Let's go to this part. 1 and 2 and 3. Take these 3 layers, merge them together. Now we got that arm. Then we go to the hand. 1 and 2. Merge those 2 together. So now we have our arm layer and our hand layer. Why do we need the arm and the hand layer? I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. The only reason why we need the arm and the hand layer is for when people want to change the color tone of the rat model, they could change the color tone to whatever they want. But if we had the hand and the arm together as one singular layer, they wouldn't have as many changing options or, color tone options as they normally would. That is why that rat hand needs to be a separate layer. Speaking of which, let's also go back to the arm. We're going to go over here. We're going to go to our eraser. Make sure the eraser's at 0, because now I'm going to show you the trick that we were going to do. Now that the eraser's at 0 and our brush is at, what's it called? Our brush is at, not that. Now that we have our arm as a solid shape, we're going to put our eraser at 0 and just erase a certain section of it. Let's make our eraser a bit smaller, just a bit. There we go. And then we just drag that across. And now we're good. Now it blends in just kind of fine. Let's make the eraser a bit bigger. There we go, perfect. And now we're good. Yeah, let's try that one more time. Instead of using that, we're just going to use the old mouse clicker. Just click and click and click and click and click. until those edges are gone. And there we go, we're all set. Perfect. Okay, why the blue? To be fair, the blue is for a very specific reason that I cannot show until we get to the live 2D section. But essentially, all the blue that you're going to see there is going to be hidden. The only reason why we have that shape is for a very specific reason in live 2D. But as for why it's blue, that's just the color I picked so I could differentiate it from the gray. But I'll let you know this. It doesn't matter what color that one is. It could be blue, it could be white, it could be green, it could be a full-on rainbow color. It could be the white noise from a TV screen. And I also jokingly said last time that it could even be the credit card. Yeah, it could also be your credit card number or your security number and the 3 numbers on the back of your credit card. It could be all of those things. Because these parts here, you're not going to actually see when this model is complete. But it'll make much more sense once we get to the live 2D portion. Alright, let's see. We hold vigil to your every word. Stop holding vigils. No more vigil. We even made cookies. Stop making cookies. No, wait, actually make all the cookies you like. Just stop doing the cult nonsense. We live in your basement. Stop living in the basement. I'm so glad I screen capped your current expression with the burb full wings out. I should rebrand and not let anyone know. Just take a new identity. I said it before and I'll say it again. Maybe I should just take a new identity. Run away. And then no one will ever know where I am. Start again. Start over. Maybe this time I'll get it done. Maybe I'll get it right. Maybe that's what I need to do. Just, and you know what? I know how no one will ever find out that it's me. That if I just give up on this channel, try again, new persona, I'm just gonna make it some anime dude. You'll never suspect it. And it'll also have karaoke. You know what? I'm just gonna run away and become an idol. That's the best way to go about it. You'll never know it's me. Just start doing Johnny Cash covers. No one will ever suspect it. Yeah, no, I can't do that. As much as I would like to, I can't do that. I don't want to sing. It's so chaotic. Fair. You can consider it a reverse chroma key. It's there for different things to be done. Oh. It's there to be done, or it's there for different things to be done to the space without distorting the face. I don't get it. No more Virgils? Why must you torture Icy? No more Vigils. You can have as many Virgils as you like. I can't stop Icy anyway. Alright, let's see. 31 Dareful cookies. Oh, I see how it is. 1,000 months live live in the basement, and it's fine. But a few cultists move into... Let's see. Thousands of moths live in my basement, and it's fine. But a few cultists move into a moth's basement, and we get the shoddy out. That's how it works. And you should too. Like, tell the moths to get out of your basement. I'll be honest with you, it doesn't work. Like, telling the moths to get out of your basement, trust me, I've been trying to tell these moths to get out of my basement for years. Never worked. Not once. So, trying to get them out of your basement. Best I could tell you is, let me know how it goes for you, because I want to know too. Alright, so now that we got that, we got the blending for the arm. Next step we need to do. We got that, we got that. We're going to go to the body, take these layers, merge them down. So that's a whole body right there. That's a whole hand right there. Rat foot. Let's go back down here. Rat foot there, merge these two down. Rat foot our tail. Take these two parts, merge those down. And now all that's left is that chinchilla tail. So, what we're going to do next is that we're going to check this. We're going to take these two layers, separate them. Alright, the rat model. Go to the chinchilla tail. And let's get started with chinchilla tail. We're going to get our rendering, or yeah, we're going to put a transparency lock on that. Bring this brush down. Oh, it's on caps lock, no wonder. That's the eraser. We're going to put that eraser back to 100. Get our brush. Increase the size of said brush. That should be good. Put that brush to at least 65% sharpness. That should be good. Not the Tic Tacs. All the Tic Tacs. And then we're going to actually use lead. The cultists would be having a blast. True. They should have a blast. Alright, got the grenades. I heard Virgil and my name. What's going on here? Oh, they were talking about vigils. I said no vigil, and then Rio was like, no Virgils. There you go. I can get you out. You know what? Yes. Get me out of here. I need help. Mods, you called? I didn't say anything about mods. What are you talking about? They found out Icy Summoning Circle. Oh, we've always known Icy, certainly. You know what? Now you know how to bring out Icy. If you ever needed Icy to show up, just start singing the song. The Bury the Light song, and then boom. Icy's gonna show up immediately. They're just gonna pop up like, where is he? I know he's here. I could hear his theme song. 2 words. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Diatomaceous earth. I'm pretty sure I didn't pronounce that right. What are these words and stuff? Hold on, I'm gonna find out what this word is. I have so many ways for me to be summoned, it's kind of sad. Hey, you know what? Easy summoning circle. Now, I need to find out what this word means. Hold on a second. Also, how do I pronounce this? Okay. Diatomaceous earth, or diatomaceous earth, is thought to kill insects by dehydrating them or drying them out. Oh. Alright, folks. I'm gonna get me some sand. Just gotta get a pile of sand and just bury everybody in the basement with sand. Fossilized plankton. Ah, good to know, good to know. Diatomaceous. Ah, that's how you pronounce it. Thank you for the clarification. That or Master of Puppets. I blame Stranger Things. Oh, right, Master of Puppets for a different character. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Alright, let me check on something. I'm gonna bring this color tone down just a bit more. Make it a darker tone for the tail. Drag that across. One more over here. One more on this spot. Now, what I'm basically doing at this point is a little unnecessary, since this is going to be the back of the tail, which means no one's ever going to see this part, but you know what? I'm working on it anyway. At that point, at these points, drag this all the way from one end to the other. There we go, like so. Drag that point all the way over here. Oh yeah, that also reminds me. Since I'm gonna need to start drawing, or yeah, doing a lot more drawing, I might have also realized that I might have to start cutting back on the... I need to start cutting back on the collab ideas. Luckily, a lot of them have been falling short, so that has also been a blessing in disguise, although at the same time I've also been failing to catch them as well. I'll be honest, there are some moments where I'm like, hey, are you able to make it this day? Yeah, it should be no problem. The day rolls around like, what time is it? Oh god, I missed everything. Oh. So I also kind of need to cut back on attempting collabs because I am failing them miserably. I need to cut back on those because it ain't working. And it also gives me the opportunity to continue the drawing that I need to do. Because I need to do a lot of drawing. And let's be honest, I am not meeting the expectations anyway, so we need to cut back a bit. Because I want to say this is the third one this week where I said, yeah, I'll be able to make it. I didn't make it. So I need to work on that. I'll get to it someday. Also, thank you for the hydrate, the posture check, and the stretch there, Icy. Yeah. There we go. If insects were able to create international laws, it would be a war crime to own the stuff. Also true, also fair. Although, to be fair, insects do a lot of war crimes. They do a lot of things that would be considered war crimes. Like taking another insect and using it to host their... What's the word I'm looking for? Finding another insect and using it to host their spawn. And then the spawn eat their way out of the other insect. That sounds like a war crime all on its own to me. And I'm sorry y'all folks had to hear that. Welcome on in there. Which one did you prefer that I call you? If I'm correct, I saw the whole name, Rose of the Windmill, but I remember that you said that there was a part where you prefer one over the other. You let me know, and let's give a shout out. And I hope you, I hope you've been having a good day. I hope you've been having a good stream. How was the repo? I hope it went well. And everybody stopping by from Rose of the Windmill stream. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes some live 2D rigging streams. Today, and what kind of conversation did we come into? Bugs, and if they had... Or, yeah, if they had laws against war crimes. And today is one of those drawing streams. We're working on a rat model. Wrong one. We're working on a rat model. We're finishing off the chinchilla tail. Shouldn't be too long before we get this one done. And I hope you all enjoy your day. I hope you all enjoy your stay. And if you gotta take care of things, go take care of those things. Never feel bad about raiding and running, because that's what raids are all about. But if you decide to stick around, I greatly appreciate that. And I hope you enjoy your stay. Oh, Rose of Hill. Oh, Wind Hill. I keep messing that one up. I keep seeing Windmill. Rose of Hill, not Mill. Chaya just couldn't pronounce it right. Gotcha. Understandable. But Rose is fine. Rose it is. I'm gonna try to remember from now on. Rose, just Rose. But yeah, welcome on in there, Rose. I hope you had a lot of fun with the repo. I hope it was cool. I hope it was nice. All of that fun stuff. In the meantime, we're gonna try to figure out how to draw we're currently adding the rendering to the rat tail, or chinchilla tail. Even though you're seeing a rat right now, it is going to change into a chinchilla as a toggle. So it's going to be a customizable rat. Kind of. Kind of. Okay, I'll be honest, it's only got like three customizations. It's going to be regular old rat, chinchilla rat, and then kingpin rat. You'll see what that looks like when we get to the rigging phase. Which, not gonna lie, we're almost done with the rendering of this model, so we might actually be able to just move to the rigging phase real soon. We might even be able to do that on stream, because it's only 9 o'clock. We'll find out. We'll find out. But yeah, let's catch up with things. I got to bully and be bullied. That's what Repo is all about. Also, welcome on in there, Glass Shark. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. As well as you there, Plague. Holy cow, everybody's popping in at the last second. Although, to be fair, it's 9 o'clock. That makes a lot of sense. Hey, Lampy, I need help deciding on a choice. I have to choose who to save. One is the reporter, who's a good shot, and the other is a gizmo, who can rig things up. Both are in danger and becoming undead snacks. Who are you saving? The one who's a good shot, because you never know when you're going to actually have technology out in the wild. Because there's going to be a time where you're out in the middle of nowhere. There's no vehicle. There's none of that. It's just you, your party, and feet. That is what you're using as transportation. Just you and your... Yeah, just you and your foot. One foot in front of the other. Maybe one of you already got bit, so maybe that's one less foot. Maybe it's just you, you, one leg, and your walking stick. You're gonna need that good shot for that walking stick. Or, yeah, when you get chased down, because you're not gonna be able to move very far with that walking stick. I don't know what the tech whiz is gonna do to help you. Maybe if they could rig up like a automated vehicle for you in some way, shape, or form. You never know, but you're gonna have those times where it's just you, the zombies, and whatever ammo you have. You may not even have a lot of ammo, so you're gonna want someone who, when they fire, they hit their target. So save the one that's a good shot. Right, I didn't even consider. How are their personalities? Because that's the other thing. Like, if the dude's a good shot, but he's a loose cannon and may go insane at any point, but the tech whiz is a good tech whiz, but he's on the verge of double crossing you at any point, then yeah, let them both get caught. This is what I'm looking at, like, wait, I didn't consider the main factor. What is your dynamic with them? Is it a good dynamic? Is it a bad dynamic? Can they turn on you at a moment's notice? Or would they give up their lives to save you? What's the dynamic here? Because that changes everything. It could be like that King of the Hill moment where Bobby's talking about how his dad looks at him. Like, that's my son, he ain't much, but he's all I got. If that is how they look at you, like if that's your dynamic with the other person, then stick with that one. Because though they may not think much of you, they're still gonna be there for you, regardless of the situation. Those are the people that you're gonna want in a zombie apocalypse. Like, yo, thanks. I know you ain't got much. I know chances are, on your own, zombies would have gotten you years ago. But you know what? You're my homie. And homies don't let homies get turned into food. Now let's get moving. Like, oh. That's, very encouraging. I know. Let's get moving. That's how you go about it. All right, let's see. All right, let me see. I will be around, but have to go get food. All good, all good. Go get that food. And I thank you for stopping by there, Rose. You go get that food. And I thank you again for the raid. And I hope you have a good night. A better tomorrow. And a great week. Oh, great weekend, now that I think about it. Oh, a fellow chinchilla? Wait, you're a chinchilla? I thought you were a plague doctor. Wait, are you a chinchilla under a plague doctor mask? What's the story behind that? Oh, so thanks for the shout out? Yeah, no problem. I'm doing, got strep throat. Oh, sorry to hear that there, Glass. That is an unfortunate circumstance. What's the solution for strep throat? Or strep throat? Other than, you know what? Get all the rest that you can. Use those, whatever remedies are needed for that. Use those remedies. For some reason, the only thing that comes to mind is, what was it called? Lemon tea, lemon water, some sort of lemon. That might help. You forgot the important toggle. Rat dance toggle. I do need to make... Honestly, I'm very much thinking about it. I am very much considering the rat dance animation. How am I going to pull that one off? I'll be honest, your guess is as good as mine, but I kind of want that rat dance animation in there. Not gonna lie. It's gonna be a very painful one to accomplish, but I think it would be well worth it to put a rat dance animation. Okay, let's see. The man was eaten early on. Wait, then why was this a dilemma? Whoever's alive, there you go. He's not a good shot. He was a tech whiz who could rig alarms. But I thought you said there were two people. Where's the other one? Oh, both don't know very well. Ah, fair. One's already eaten, so choice is set in stone. Ah, fair. Why'd you ask in the first place? Alright, if the rumors are true, I can't wait for Hank Hill to be in Fortnite. Are we getting both Hanks for this one? Are they going into a rubber room? They might be. They might be in a rubber room. I was crazy once. I'm still crazy. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, everyone else is talking about, I was crazy once. I'm looking at it like, was? You mean y'all stopped being crazy? Not gonna lie, I thought that was a forever thing. What do you mean there's an option to just not be crazy? When did that option come about? Why did nobody tell me about that part? I didn't know that was an option. Am I gonna pick it? Probably not, but, yeah. Nobody told me not being crazy was a choice. Alright, let's see. Rats, they make me crazy. True, very true. Then you're just in time, we're making a rat. So, it's crazy hours. Booga 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 booga, or however it works, I don't know. Anyway, crazy rat hours. Oh wait, I shouldn't be saying booga booga booga, because I know a person named Booga, and they might, that might catch their attention, like, wait, what are they talking about? Like, no, I'm just making sounds. Who let the moth in? Who let you in? Get out of my room. Welcome on in there, Spades. I hope you're having a good day. Alright, let's see. Wait, did the music stop? I think the music stopped. No, it just got quiet, so, close enough. Alright. Drugs? True, pharmaceutical drugs help for that. Let me see. Crazy enough to start a Hey, no. No. It's that y'all folks were crazy enough to start one. I don't know how y'all got here. But y'all need to leave. Stop it. Get some help. You know the rest of the meme. Do that thing. That's the thing that needs to be done. Y'all folks need help. Stop this cult nonsense. Go home. Talk to your relatives. Actually, you know what? I take it back. Talk to your loved ones. There you go. Talk to your loved ones and your doctor to find out if this one pharmaceutical is right for you. Yeah, I've watched too many commercials back in the day. I was in front of the TV for way too long when I was younger. Also, Fallen, welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Ads start in 30 minutes. Or 30 seconds. So before the ads start, let's give a shout out to Fallen over here. Go check out Fallen. Really awesome people. Really awesome streams. Really funny stuff. They're gonna be on trial soon. They're gonna be, there's going to be a, you know what? We're going to snooze this one right quick. No ads for right now. We need to do this proper. Folks, go check out Fallen Artesia. They drew their own model, gave me the honor to rig said model for them, as well as they play a good variety of games, really funny times over there, and they are going to be on trial. What the? I don't know what happened to my model for a second there, but anyway, we're back. They're going to be on trial soon. They're contesting whether they are say-so. If you don't know what say-so is, go look up say-so. It just means pure and all of that. They're arguing that they are say-so and all of that stuff. And I have a lot of evidence to prove otherwise. They have said some very vulgar things. I'm going to be proving that they have said some very nefarious stuff. So look forward to that one. We're still trying to figure out the court date. It's got to be hilarious. But yeah, let me catch up with some things. Let me catch up with some stuff. Booga's so sweet. They are sweet. They're really amazing people. Booga, go check out Booga when you get the chance. I was going to shout them out, but now I'm worried. What if they're back there somewhere just lurking? We're going to shout them out anyway. And I know how to do this without finding out if anyone's there. But yeah, folks, you should go check out this person. Because honestly, very funny streams. Really chill times. Just overall, really awesome people. And they have been drawing like nobody's business. Like, they've been drawing so many freaking teacups for people. Go check them out. Let me see. Everything broke? I know, right? I don't know what happened, but everything broke for like a second. You told us not to follow your orders, so we're not listening to your orders to disband cult. Disband cult. Do the thing. Disband it. Go home. Everybody go talk to your loved ones and stuff. Ryu is correct? I don't care if Ryu is correct. Get out of here. I'm gonna say so, I promise. Sure, Fallen. Sure. I'm gonna take your shotgun? That doesn't sound like something a say-so person would say. Hold on a minute, I need water. Okay, there we go. And we're back. Also need to clear my throat. Let me see. Also, thank you for the stretch and the posture check there, Fenrir. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah. Teacups, but no poodles, nor teapots? I mean, they just started. You gotta give them a minute there. Plus, they gotta make, like, God knows how many teacups. You like sodas, Lampy? Why do I feel like this is a trap? But yes, I do like the sodas. Specifically, Coke and Pepsi. They're not healthy for you, but I drink them anyway. I feel like that's a lot of people. It's starting in a minute. What do you mean? It say so. Sure it is. I'm angry. I'm gonna sit in my corner now. All right, there, Fallen. You enjoy this. You enjoy the stream. Best of luck. Oh right, we're also gonna be playing Repo with Fallen tomorrow. So if you want to go check out the dumb shenanigans of Repo, go check out Fallen's stream. Go follow Fallen. We'll be there tomorrow. Go check them out. I'm very envious that the US gets so many special flavors. Really? Like, I'm trying to... You know what? Maybe it's because I live here that I'm not thinking about all the special flavors. I'm trying to think about that one. Repo? Yeah, I thought we were... No, not Repo. Dark Hours. Dark Hours. My bad, my bad. I was thinking of someone else, when, Okay, to be fair. There was a lot of Repo being played last time, so I assumed it was Repo. I forgot. It's Dark Hours. We're gonna be playing Dark Hours with Fallen tomorrow. And there are the ads. We're going to wait for the ads to finish. In the meantime, we're going to get back to the drawing over here. Let me see. Let me figure something out. Take that brush, drag that all the way across like so. Oh, they're going to be doing Repo after. Nice, nice, nice. Now, what on earth was I talking about? I forgot. Repo is fun? Yeah. I only played it like 2 or 3 times. But yeah, that's a really fun game. Also, when you're dead, you get to laugh at those that are alive. Really awesome stuff. Nice to put them in the toilets. And screenshotting this. Definitely gonna use this for evidence. Alright, now let's see. Now that we got that part of the tail, here's what we're gonna do next. That doesn't count? You know what? Tell you what. I won't use this here. There's plenty other evidence elsewhere, so don't worry. I won't use anything from this stream. It wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair. We're only going to use, or I'm only going to use what has been established on your own stream. And that one Discord name. Then that one Discord name. I got to use that one. That one, I can't leave that one behind. And in case anyone ever wanted to know, what on earth sort of Discord name did Fallen put? Go check out Fallen's channel. Go wait for that court date to roll on in. Go wait for that court stream. And you'll find all the answers. It's going to be a fun time. Alright, now let's just add some fluffiness to that tail. Let's add a little bit of shadow. That part should be good. Alright, we have our fluffy tail. Let us save. We're going to take this entire thing, merge them down. Okay, maybe not the sketch. We leave that sketch alone. Take those 2 layers, merge those ones down. Put that one right behind the rat tail. And there we go. We have almost everything ready. There's just one last thing that needs to be done. Take the arm. Take arm. Take rat foot. And the ear. Actually, let's start with the ear. Duplicate that. Flip it over. Flip horizontal. Drag it across. There we go. Delete the previous ear. So ear left is gone. Then we go to the arm. Duplicate. Flip. Oh, right, the arm and the hand. Whoops. Leave that arm there. Get that hand. Flip that. Or duplicate that one. Flip horizontal. Move it to the side until it lines up. Oh yeah, that also reminds me. Folks, how many of y'all have been playing Elden Ring's Night Rain? How many of y'all have been playing Night Rain? I want to know, because I also want to know, what's your consensus on it? Without spoilers, what's your consensus on it? Because I am debating if I'm going to pick up Elden Ring Night Rain. I kind of want to, but I've also heard some very mixed reviews. Here for the drama and the puns. What puns? There are no puns here. The only way you're getting puns is if you either A, trick me, B, use the text-to-speech, or C, start a hype train. Because when you start a hype train, I am legally obligated to read every single pun. Hold on a second there, folks. Just reading something. All right. Making cheesecake. Ooh, nice. Let me know how the cheesecake goes. Okay, let's see. I watched some repo. Looks meh. I would say it's more fun than it looks. It's like how I felt about Overwatch way back in the day. It was fun to play, kind of, but watching someone else play Overwatch, I was like, why am I sitting here? I'm gonna get you in a nice way. Alright, Fallen, I see you. Let me see. Dear God, you jest. Removes their limbs. Oh, remove their limbs, you monster. Oh yeah, we're definitely removing some limbs. Speaking of, where did that other arm go? There's one arm, there's the other arm. Okay, so those arms are there. Is that an arm? Yeah, those arms are fine. We'll leave those. We're gonna get rid of that foot, though. But first, let's copy this one. Duplicate. And then we flip. And then we move this sucker to the other side. And then we remove their left foot. There we go. Now let's rename the right foot copy from R to L. And we do that same thing to the other hands. So, hand copy will be hand L. Arm copy will be arm L. And then ear copy will be... You know what? Those ears will be fine. We got to add physics to them anyway. We're going to delete that ear anyhow. So we can leave the copies. I don't play such silly games. You're missing out then. You're missing out. Actually, make an ice cream out of leftover cheesecake. Oh, ice cream cheesecake. Yo, nice. Also, thank you for the hydrate and the stretch there, Echo. How you be? I hope things are going well. Let's give a shout out to Final Echo. If you haven't checked out Echo, I highly recommend that you do. Really funny streams, really chill times. They're also up at the early times in the morning. So, well, for me, it's early times of the morning. So if you want to check out some very chill streams at a certain hour, when you know full well Lampy ain't going to be Lampy ain't going to be awake, go check out Echo. That's a really good place to be. Can't believe Overwatch 2 is luring me back with their latest Street Fighter collab skin. Honestly reasonable. They still haven't gotten me back, mostly because I just don't, unless it's Genji Ball, I don't care. That's the best way for me to put it. I don't care what games are being played, or I don't care what they add to Overwatch. I just want Genji Ball. That is it. Yo, Not Evil and Kiba. How you be? I hope you're having a good day. Let's give a shout out to Not Evil Control Freak. Go check them out. They have some really hilarious streams. It's some really hilarious streams, some really chill times over there. Really awesome people. Go check them out. And go check out Kiba. They put up with Not Evil's nonsense. So you know what? That deserves some credit right there. Also very fun stream. But yeah, for some, yeah, if you're able to tolerate Not Evil's sort of shenanigans, that's some really strong standing right there. Go check them out. Go check them both out. And everybody stopping by from Mr. Bean's, Not Evil's, and Kibo's streams. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes some live 2D rigging streams. And today is one of those drawing streams. We are currently making Rat Model. I hope you all enjoy your day. I hope you all enjoy your stay. And if you gotta take care of things, go take care of those things. You never feel bad about raiding and running, because that's what raids are all about. And if you decide to screw around, I greatly appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your stay. And welcome on in. How was the Sunhaven? I saw a little bit of it. It looked pretty funny. It looked pretty cool. How did it go? I hope things were good. Sunhaven's finest. I can imagine. It's early for me. It is 5 a.m. Holy cow, that's a pretty early hour. Yep. Sounds about right, though, at the same time also sounds about right, because whenever you... Wait, what hour is it for you when you stream, then? Because whenever I see you streaming, it's like 3 or 4 in the morning for me. Usually around those hours. Sometimes even 6. Also, Crod, thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the Moth Fleet. I hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, you're Lampy now. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. Banana bread indeed. How did the whatchamacallit AFK journey go? I hope it was fun. He omitted the... Yeah, nope. No omitting, because there's no such thing. Went to bed around 4? Fair. Afternoonish. Oh, yeah, makes sense. Let's see. Freaking love Sunhaven? Yeah, I can imagine. I've heard of a lot of people liking Sunhaven. Hold on a minute. Where is my water? Where is the water? There it is. But yeah, let me see. I would make an exception to such games as Alba the Wildlife Adventure, Skyrim, Monster Hunter. Fair. I mean, I don't think Monster Hunter and Skyrim are in the same category as Repo, though. I don't think that counts as making an exception. That's just an entirely different genre. Making an exception would be like, I don't play whatchamacallit. What's it called? I don't play Repo, but I do play, but I would make an exception for Phasmo, or something along those lines. Alright, anyway, where's my music? Oh, that's what it is. It's probably just really quiet, or I'm not having the right... Yep, not right one. There we go. Much better. But yeah, next step. Let me see. Afternoonish? Fair. Alright. Now that we got all of that set up, we got the arms, we got the legs, we got the feet, we got the whiskers, we got everything. Even the chinchilla tail back there, so we could actually save this. We're going to take the background and delete that. And we're going to need to set up VTube Studio next. Or, not VTube Studio, Live 2D next. Let's work on the Live 2D. Let's get that ready, let's get that set, let's get that rolling and going. All of that crazy stuff. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to ask. I got overwhelmed today, so I forgot to ask you folks, what are your plans for the weekend, if you don't mind me asking? And never feel like, never feel like your weekends are, how do I put it? What are your plans for the weekends? Never. Also, you don't have to answer that question if you don't want to. And also, don't let anyone tell you how to spend your weekend. You just spend it however you feel like. It could either be going to a club, hanging out with friends, staying at home, going for a walk, playing Night Rain for the next 12 hours, or doing what I did, which was draw all day while playing Elden Ring because I wasn't sure about Night Rain. My plan is to work. Honestly fair, honestly reasonable. Unfortunate circumstance, but or maybe not. Maybe it is a fortunate circumstance, because I know there's a lot of folks out there trying to get work, and it ain't easy. But they're doing what they do, they're doing what they can. Alright, now that we got VTube Studio set up. Now for the next step. Oh, I also realized that the music was just all really messed up on my side. Hold on a minute. I was wondering, like, why is it not playing anything? Now I understand. Come on, earphones, do the thing. Okay, you know what? I think I know what I need to do. Let's take those earphones away. Let's put those ones back there. Detach them, put these ones back here. And any minute now. Not any minute now. We'll just give that one a minute right there. In the meantime, Jesus, what the? Well, at least it connected to that part, so that's a good sign. I just need everything else to actually start playing now is all. Okay, let's move this one back. Move that one there. And we should be good now. Okay. Back to the square at hand. Also, Cam, welcome on in. How you be? Hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Let's give a shout out to Cam. Go check out Cam the Corky. If you're a fan of farming sims, farming games, that's a good place to go. And we're almost finished with the project for him, so look forward to that. All right, here is what we need to do. Now that we got all of that set up, we got our live 2D program set up. Let's go to the rat. It's already 9:30? Or should I just call it early? I don't know. Tell you what, we're just going to set up the parts that need to be set up over here. So let's drag that entire file. Oh, wait, wrong one. We need to take our Photoshop file, or our PSD file, because not everybody uses Photoshop. So, PSD file. We're going to physically drag that one and drop it into Live 2D. And then we just got to wait for it to load. Not compatible with non-8-bit PSD. Okay, so we need to go back to Photoshop. And we need to convert that file. So, let's go to Image. Mode. 16-bit, put it to 8-bit. And now we wait. And it's all set. So let's save it one more time and then we close Photoshop. There we go. Now let me catch up with a lot of things. Okay, let me see. My plan is to work. My plan late spring cleaning. You know what? That's also fair. Late spring cleaning, that's a good option. Well, I know that sentiment. I too need to clean my room. This place is a pigsty. There are some perks to having your days off in the middle of the week. Also fair. Wednesdays doesn't feel as dreadful. Like everyone else complains about Wednesday. Yeah, everyone else complains about Wednesdays, but if you don't have to deal with all of that stuff, you know, Wednesday ain't a problem. Wednesday is just another day. Or even better yet, Wednesday is your weekend. That's a good sign. Or yeah, that's a good spot to be in. All right, let me see. I think I'm going out with friends. They want to try a new pizza place. We are also going to show a friend Stranger Things. Gotta get them into the... I know what you're saying. I know what you're talking about. I'm not saying that word, though. I have to double check with them. Best of luck, and also good luck to your friend, because, yeah, as soon as I heard that part, like, yeah, we're gonna drag them into that, like, oh no. They're never gonna hear the end of it as if they accept, like, hey, you want to watch Stranger Things? Like, yeah, sure, why not? Famous last words. Famous last words indeed. Let me see. If you're exhausted and overwhelmed, I say take that rest. No working off stream doesn't count. Says you, I'm gonna work off stream. I'm gonna start working on some other stuff. But at the same time, I'll say this. Part of me was thinking I should probably... Well, actually, I still got a lot of things to do on this part of the model anyway, so we'll just get to the live 2D stuff right here. But at the same time, I feel like it should be a segment. Tell you what, folks. We're just going to start the live 2D here, save the file, and we'll come back tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. We'll come back on Tuesday to get started on the live 2D model. Because if I work on it right now, I feel like some of those people that were waiting for it on Tuesday will miss out. So I guess, though it is only Friday, I guess we're done here for now. I will come back later. So let's save this. Just save it as rat. Desktop. Rat. Save here. And we're going to call it. We'll come back to this tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. I'll come back to this on Tuesday. Sunday, we're going to be doing some giveaway stuff. We got to give away a bunch of things. We got to do a bunch of sketches, all of that sort of stuff. So I will be back tomorrow. We're going to call it here. I'm going to go play some Elden Ring. Not Night Rain, just regular Elden Ring. I'm still thinking about Night Rain, but I'm not sure. Hippie-themed party, then going to dog sit for the next week. Yo, nice. That sounds like a pretty active day right there. They will be fine. We'll see. Stranger Things had some fun foreshadowing. A cast member went on to be a Ghostbuster afterlife, and Frozen Kingdom after wearing the uniform in the series. Frozen Kingdom? I don't know which one that one is. And also, welcome on in there. I don't know how to pronounce that name. But yeah, we're going to call it here. Let me find someone to raid. Oh, I know who we could drop you folks off on. Actually, there's a good number of options to drop you folks off on. Let me see. Let me figure this out. You know what? We're gonna drop you folks off with the Uni Acorn. As I haven't gotten to raid them before, and I think this is a golden opportunity. They're currently playing It Takes Two with a Mattias, and we know Mattias here. Like I said, I'll be back on Sunday, so look forward to Sunday. We're gonna be doing a lot of giveaways. We're gonna be playing marbles. I'm going to be drawing a bunch of sketches and stuff, so look forward to that. Alright then, here is our raid message. You know what? We're just going to put this one here. Oh, right. You know what? I forgot. We got a cheese emote. We're going to use this cheese emote. Rap dance. This is our raid message. Use those emotes if you have them. Use whatever emotes you have if you don't. And let's raid on out to a uni acorn. Let's head on out there, folks. Copy that message. And use whatever emotes you like. And with that being said, thank you all for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. Always remember, you're all awesome in your own way because you folks make these streams and this community what it is. It's awesome chatting with you folks, cracking jokes, brainstorming, all that good stuff. And if you lurk, that's great too. Because the fact that you took the time out of your day to have this bug rambling on and drawing and yammering about some sort of nonsense means more to me than you could possibly imagine. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Also, if you would like to help support the channel, one good way you can do so is by checking out the link page over there. We got all the socials on that spot. We also got affordable models on the Etsy page, free stuff on the Coffee page, merch on the Teespring page, and if you or someone you know is looking for live 2D models, both big and small, emotes, assets, character sheets, character concepts, animations, all of that sort of crazy stuff, you can either contact me directly or go to the vgen page right over there. And we're going to drop you folks off with a unique acorn now. So, show them respect, all that good stuff, follow their rules, and yeah, follow their rules, all that good stuff. And I hope you all have a good night, a better tomorrow, and a great weekend. And I'm going to do some video editing. You all take care now. Laters.